Alyssa, you got all the questions? Hi.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our after show. This is what we make special for our subscribers. So if you are seeing us, you're a subscriber and we love you.
And if you're not seeing us, fuck you.
Dude.
They're not here, Peter. They don't know.
Not yet.
Dude. That's
Till they
harsh.
subscribe and watch all the back ones.
Yeah.
But now you're
But then they're
subscribing.
subscribers.
Yeah, so you're great. All right,
Yeah.
I will input some of the questions.
You want my love? Pay us.
I will input some of the questions.
You want my love?
All right. We have 5 people watching. Thank you. So we'll go ahead and start with the first question asked, which was... My chat's not loading. Who else has it? Why does Adabon hate me? From Fox and Cox.
Belvedere does not recall Adabon ever saying such a thing.
Christ.
But is that how he feels? Yeah, be honest, it's the after show.
Apparently, that's what Theo feels, so it really
No.
doesn't matter if it's true or not.
That's true.
Justine, do you want me to... I've scrolled up to where the questions are. Do you want me to
Yeah.
ask them?
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
I've also
Brenda.
recorded them.
Sorry, I will. Shh.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't think Adabon hates Theo, but perception overrules.
His perceptions is reality.
His perception is that Adabon dislikes him, apparently. So
Yeah. He is only a paragon of good. He's done nothing sketchy.
aside
his-
from lie, and
Okay,
steal
he
people's
owned up.
letters,
He owned up to the lie and he gave the letter back.
What's happening with my shawl?
he did. And he escorted the old lady. He's learning. He's still young.
Yeah.
He just
yeah.
needs a good influence in his
I mean,
life.
granted, he owned up to the lie when he realized that you knew it was a lie. But-
Old man took down young man.
There's potential there. Theo's fault or not Theo's fault.
I disagree. What's the next question?
I think our first question is there a reason Adabon has to be invited into a home?
From D&D Play 20.
Who's that?
He doesn't have to be invited.
Oh, is he a vampire?
There
That was the implication.
is a way that you're raised and values you have and respect that you have, and it's not his place. He's not going to enter.
Can we talk
Wasn't
about how...
invited. He doesn't know who lives there.
Can we talk about how all the questions so far are about Adamon? You either have the worst character or the best character, and I'll let you make
He
that
just
choice.
he just perplexes everybody.
Yes.
Not
he
me.
does.
That's because I know his backstory.
We're like, come on, Adabon, you need to do a little bit more yes and, not no but.
But with the entire after show
He called
keeps... Go ahead.
out. You can finish. I was cutting you off.
I think that all the after show peeps should know that Belvedere told me he was going to break my game today, and he didn't succeed. So I win.
Oh, I'm gonna ask that
entirely how that conversation went, but okay. No, I mean, he called out, and we could hear the wailing lady. So if she heard him and didn't answer, he's assuming that he didn't want them in there.
She heard him and didn't answer.
Aside from everything else, he saw somebody run out a door and down a hall, and that's it. Unless Belvedere missed something. Audubon didn't hear any of the conversation, didn't hear any of the fighting. His only indication to anything was Norbit, followed almost immediately by the lady saying that you guys passed the test, and Audubon turned down the deal. You guys all took your magic items, and he said that he wasn't interested in any of that.
Yeah, Norbert has 3. We still haven't gone over this.
Not that they've saved him.
Well, he hasn't
What?
put them on
Yeah.
or used them.
Actually, I did put on the cloak. You just said it wouldn't do anything until I worked out what it did or something.
No, I'm the worst.
You have to attune to it.
Wow, 7
clearly-
people watching the after show. You guys are the best.
So the next question comes from Tapatos, which is, what is one decision you have each made that you now regret? I'm assuming that your character has made. So let's go to Elusa first.
I was kind of talking about it, you guys, like not on stream, but I definitely built Ilusa in. I have a tendency to build my characters in a way that, like, oh, this makes sense for my character to have. I'm very much not a min-maxer. And I was looking at it today and I was going, everything is a freaking bonus action. I regret that. Yeah. Because if those of you know, my subclass is Horizon Walker, which is very cool, but relies on your bonus action. So
Fair.
What was the question?
What's one decision you've each made that you regret? So Peter's obviously just volunteered to answer next.
Oh, thank you. I regret nothing.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think he has one.
I totally regret nothing. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
What about you, Theo?
What do I feel?
No, I said, what about you, Theo?
I don't think I have any regrets as of yet. I don't know. I guess as we go, maybe spell selection, depending on if they work or if they don't work, but I won't know yet until later on.
Alabon?
Not going in the house?
Just
kidding.
So
I'm sorry. I'm the
I
worst.
was not looking forward to this episode because I figured you guys were going to go in and kill things, and I didn't know how Audubon would deal with that situation. So I've been trying to figure it out for 2 weeks. I suppose there is that question as to whether Audubon didn't enter because Belvedere is now being stubborn, or Audubon didn't enter
we always know
because...
it's Avalon.
But yeah, there's that fine line between whether or not I was trying not to metagame or whether or not I was just pushing something that I had already committed to, or who knows. Not so much a regret, but something that I will think about often for a while.
Okay. I think that leaves me. Yep. Obvious one is Norbert went into that room, killed the shadow, and then failed to use his bonus action to hide, which is kind of his whole thing, which led to the current situation. So there's a very clear and obvious regret.
I mean, what was he going to do? Hide the shadow?
It may not have helped him, but his just natural stealth still may have. But yeah. He didn't even try, is the problem.
I don't have a character. So we'll move on to the next question.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sure Justine has regrets today. Come on, spill the beans.
Any regrets
Oh.
from playing Leandra or
There's
Lance?
an entire list of regrets here. No, that was fun.
Okay, next question from Tapassos again. Fave NPC that you've come across? Start with me. Why not? My favorite is Renee, because it's amusing me how she keeps changing age and no one knows what she is anymore, but I'm still having fun with it. And I will send it over to Adabon to answer next.
So currently, it is the bartendy / chef and Elusa's whole conversation that makes me laugh. Is it made from these grapes? I don't know. Is I smell pork. Is there pork in the stew? Probably.
To be fair, it wasn't pork. She was asking about mushrooms.
The
And
mushrooms
Justine
were in
knows
there
exactly why. So mine is obviously, and of course, you know, in true Elusa style, I don't remember her name, but obviously the girl that she was flirting with in the bar.
Hey, girl, hey.
Wasn't it Meredith? Miranda
It's
Meredith?
something that begins with an M.
Who knows? Not
As long
me.
as it wasn't Norbert in girl form.
No.
No, it was the owner of the bar, right?
One of the 3 owners, yeah.
One of the 3 owners, yeah.
Or at least they told you they were owners.
Dun, dun, dun.
My favorite
It's like the
NPC.
third time that's been mentioned tonight.
My favorite NPC was Adabon because he didn't do anything. He was a
Shots
non-player.
fired, dude.
Terms up front if you want support.
Can I say that my favorite NPC is Bill?
I
Why not?
love the way
Bill is pretty good.
Bill chewed.
Great.
That was awesome.
He's just chewing on a jelly bean. Love it.
Did I get to say my favorite NPC?
Yeah.
Your NPCs are you, so no.
I probably shouldn't because you haven't met them yet.
Is it Adabon?
Strahd. Is it Strahd?
I said you haven't met them yet.
Okay. Okay, Michael Bublé.
They're really cool.
Next question was asked by me, and I Americanized it for you. Was if soda existed in Barovia, what would your character's favorite be, and what is yours personally? Theo can be the first.
Theo would be all about Dr. Pepper because he only drinks men with PhDs.
Oh, that's smooth.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
No, I don't know. It's just I don't actually drink soda anymore. So
Yeah, I haven't drank
I
soda
used to
in
drink
8
a lot of
years.
Coke, trying to cut it out to lose those poundages because it's just sugar. All it is sugar.
And caffeine.
And, well, yeah, that's why I drink tea. Caffeine from tea.
Elusa.
So I think if I had to pick one, it would be like grape soda because it's purple. For Alusa.
Wanta Fanta.
Mine, I'm not gonna tell you. I don't get it very often because they don't actually sell it where I live, but there's just gonna be all sorts of dirty jokes if I say what it is. But I will say it is a grapefruit flavored soda.
Squirt! It's Squirt! She drinks some Squirt!
Peter. That's cool.
Well, Cola's a dwarf, and dwarves like beer, but he doesn't drink alcohol, so I would say rooty beer.
Pepto?
Roots beer.
No, it's Pepto.
Roots.
Toll's
from
drink
root.
of choice is Pepto-Bismol.
That's not a soda.
Adabon.
Well, Theo and Adabon almost could have bonded over a Dr. Pepper, but then he went and ruined it again. And I too am addicted to Coke, so I guess Fox and Belvedere have almost as much in common.
Yeah. And then I ruined it again.
By not drinking it. Yes.
Norbit.
Norbert, his favorite would definitely be cola, just because it's sort of the darkest drink that
Coke.
we usually have. Yeah. Yep. Sorry, Coke.
Sorry,
Is
cola
Is it
to us
Coke or
means
is
many
it
things.
other cola?
What does
Because
cola mean there?
there's like
It
10
means
different
Depends on
brands.
where you're from, man.
It means like
on where you're
any
from.
dark soda, basically.
Yeah.
We have
Pepsi.
Coca-Cola, RC Cola. We have
Pepsi, Diet Cola,
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper.
And if you're in the South and you say, I want a Coke, they'll say, what kind of Coke do you want? And then you
Yeah.
can still order a Pepsi.
Or a Sprite.
Or
Oh,
Sprite.
I mean,
Or an
putting
orange.
Dr. Pepper in the same category as Coke is bizarre. So, okay, fair enough.
It's America is a weird place, friend.
Don't we call Coca-Cola Coke because it used to be made with cocaine?
Yes.
it
Yeah.
has
States,
trace
yeah.
elements, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't just trace elements; it was actually having
It
a
was
genuine
it
effect.
was straight up Coke.
My personal is actually one that's just hard to get in Australia, is a Scottish drink called Iron Brew,
Ooh.
and it is just so good.
Sounds so strong.
Who remembers Surge?
Dude.
I do.
Jolt.
My
Strahd's-
elementary school days coming back. Sorry.
Yeah.
Strahd's
Cream
choice would
soda.
be No.
Gin and tonic.
It would no. Wow, that's not even a soda.
Well, tonic
You
is.
can add some
Big
soda.
Red.
It would be a Shirley Temple
Oh.
instead of the cherry flavoring its blood.
And alcohol or no alcohol?
Depends what kind of mood she's in.
I had a crush on her when I was a kid.
Thought we were
Strahd?
at Stoners.
No, Shirley
Shirley
Temple.
Temple, I'm assuming.
Oh,
I hope you grew
Sean,
out of it.
Yeah, you're showing your age now, Pete.
I know.
Wee Willie
the-
Winky.
The next question was asked by the Dungeon Boys, which was favorite part, least favorite part. We will go to, I think, Elusa hasn't answered first yet.
I have, but I'll answer. I did really like the first part when they first get trapped in the house and they're trying to figure out what's going on, and like I'm trying not to metagame too much, but I'm also trying to be like, Elusa knows about the undead. It's what she does. So she would know about these creatures. But it's fun because she's just like, oh my gosh, like none of these people know what the heck was going on. Least favorite part, I actually struggled with, aside from Adabon just standing outside the house. I actually struggled with the fact that Elusa was the one talking to Mary because she's not good at that sort of thing and had to kind of like it is all an act. Like there was some truth in what she said, but it's all an act. She really didn't care what happened to this woman.
You did it well then, because I believed it.
Yeah. To be fair, you did ask me to go talk to the lady, and then I was like, bye!
Later.
And for Norbit's sake, I think it's lucky that I was out there.
Yeah, for sure. No, it was an interesting character moment, but I definitely had to think about like, okay, how am I progressing this situation in a way that seems true to Elusa?
That's super fair. You
I
can
liked-
popcorn it.
I like the
just
spooky
kidding.
aspect. I'm just gonna go. I like the spooky aspect of it, and the ghosties and the music that you have played. I think my least favorite part is that you pulled your punches.
There it is. I knew it was coming.
Only because I always hear like Curse of Strahd is like you're gonna run into things that are gonna beat your fucking ass in. And this was, I think, one of those times. And you gave us an out. You gave us an out.
That's fair. I would.
You could have given us an out a little bit later on, like when more of us were down, maybe. I don't know.
No, that's fair. I will answer when I read your question. What would have happened if you didn't pull your punches? So we can move on.
Because I will think of something different to say as my down.
Oh, was that yours too?
It was 100% that, but I'll think of something else. My high was definitely when the room got like all shut up on us and you yelled, and it actually did make me jump. It wasn't just Peter who jumped. That was a good moment. I really like that.
Now you took mine.
Sorry. My down bit is
The pulling the punches.
yeah, I kind of can't think of anything else because
No,
that
that's
really
okay.
was it. I was sad that my character. No, I have got something else. I'm disappointed in my own character that I'm playing it the way I wanted to, but I'm finding it really annoying. The whole him always sneaking and going off by himself. I feel like it's actually I'm trying to do it in a way that's not disrupting, but I feel like it's disrupting the flow. And I don't know how to stop that because that's what he does. But maybe he might think better of it after what just happened. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just finding a bit of an annoying style to play. I haven't done a lot of rogues, and this particularly dark rogue is, yeah. I would like to have made him a different character in hindsight, slightly different person. but
I have a
I'm
lot
not
of
with it.
respect though for you having that self-awareness, so don't feel too bad about yourself.
Adabon next.
The whole episode.
Not saying
sucked.
sorry. Wow. Okay. I was gonna say that I wasn't saying that I think that your character sucks, Norbit. I really love Norbit. I was saying like good on you for having like it's hard to have self-awareness when you're in the moment. That's all I was saying.
I
Sorry,
wasn't taking it that way.
so the whole episode sucked, Belvedere.
Yeah,
You
I
can
touched
continue.
on it a little bit. I struggle when I don't know how to be in character. So for me, there was a lot of trying to sort through that. On the bright side of things, there were a lot of great moments that did pull me out of that. So that's awesome. I mean, I'd have to go through the episode to remember them all because I don't process things as quickly as you guys, and I need to like sit on it for a day or two to really absorb what the last few hours were. But I'm sure there's, as I said, there were a lot of great moments in there, but personally, it was a hard episode for me.
I'm sorry we made you deal with this house.
I think that's everyone.
In fairness, you didn't make me deal with those.
Did Kolka?
No.
Oh, sorry, Volko.
Well, Norbit and Theodore both stole my favorite moments.
I stole it?
Yeah, you little thief.
How did I
And-
steal it?
Thief.
What did I
I'm the
do?
thief.
My favorite moments were when Justine got very descriptive as to the environment and creating that spooky feeling. That rocked. And my least favorite moments were when the DM criticized herself
Oh,
so much
Yeah.
during. Yeah, and she was doing an amazing job, but she doesn't see that.
All right, let's go on to the next question.
No, what was your favorite and least favorite part, Justine?
It's hard from the DMC.
the whole episode sucked.
I improvised all of Strahd being a part of this episode, and I regret it and don't like that I did that. So that's my least favorite, but I needed an excuse for why things were happening. And then I think my favorite part was playing out. It was a tie between playing Leandra. That was really fun. And doing Mary with Alusa.
Yeah, that part you hated Alusa, she loved it.
Okay,
No. Your feelings are valid.
The reasons for it are fair, I think, for both.
And hate's a strong word.
I think it was a good RP moment. I
No,
really
for
do.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But I also 100% saw where you were coming from.
Mhm.
All right, next question.
Next question was asked by Fox. How was Belv going to break the game?
Curious. You said that Bell told you he was going to break your game tonight.
Like, as we were starting the game, I'd have to go and read. I don't know, unless you
Oh,
remember.
I remember that conversation. Shall I enlighten them?
Yes, please.
No.
You don't have to. I was just.
I-
curious.
I-
That
Belle
was,
and
like, a real
I
thing.
had like an hour combo before the game because I didn't have a chance to rewatch last episode, and I know that he did, and I was like, "Help me, I was drunk." And he was like, "Okay." And so I was like, "What happened?" And he was like, "This, and this." And I was like, "Thanks." And he's like, I don't know how I feel about tonight's session because Anaban wouldn't want to do all this stuff." And I was like, "So don't do it." And he's like, "Well, I don't want to break your game." And I was like you could break my game. And then he was like, "I really could." And I was like, challenge accepted. And that was pretty much the entire conversation.
And we made it to the end.
And he didn't break it, so obviously I win.
And it does create like good RP moments. Like inter-party conflict is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I
loved
as long as the
with
players
Tsushima.
don't take it personally.
Yeah, I loved his stuff with Tsushima.
And we don't know each other yet. Like, we're still a day or like a couple hours together.
Dang.
All I know is every time I talk to Adabon, we don't have a good interaction.
No.
Okay, the next question was from Fox. This is you, Justine. What would have happened if you didn't pull your punches?
Now's the time.
I muted my mic on purpose. Oh, jeez. Well, I'll be very, very frank with this question. That's what the after show is for the juicy details, for those who pay. And if some of the players want to talk to me about this afterwards, I'm very, very open as always. So she was a very high HP. She was kind of controlling all the other shadows. So if you had killed her, they would have all like failed. And then on top of that, I was like Lance left, so I then had to manage 2 other characters who I don't know their character sheet super well. Like I know their characters, into their backstories, I know their meat and potatoes, but I don't know their characters sheets that well. Plus I'm running shadows. Plus I'll be really real. I'm a great role player, and I know that about myself. I am not the best with the rules, and that's like one of the things I love playing with this group, because everyone's very kind and helpful and supportive, and be like, hey, that's not how that goes. I'll be like, oh, cool, teach me. And they're super kind and like let me retcon to show that Strahd is always watching, merciful. Like I want you guys to have this really weird love-hate relationship. It's something I'm really trying to create, because usually Strahd is very like a fear-based intimidation fiend, and I want Strahd to be like Strahd really hasn't, like, yes, she's been a bitch, but like she's also helped us out a lot, and I'm trying to create that dynamic. Please don't metagame, like I'm just giving you like my honest feelings. It's something that I've been very excited to develop with this group, because I feel like you all have very in-depth, intense backstories, except Cole. No, I'm sure you know that. But yeah, and so just being real, if I hadn't pulled back, I think Norbit might have died.
But that would be fine.
Yeah, it would have been pretty cool. And it wasn't, I didn't pull back because of that, because I love character death.
And he will do everything he can to stay alive. So me as a player, I'll do everything I can to stay alive, and I'm disappointed in myself when I fail to do that. But still, me personally, oh cool, I get to make a new character, I get to have the fun of developing that. That's all part of the game as well. I'd never want my characters to die, but I'm never actually that sad when they do.
Yeah, I want to be very clear. No player was bad. Everyone was phenomenal. The people who were giving me feedback, that was great of them. They were trying to guide, help, assist, and be kind. Comment for me, so.
Well, and here's the one thing I'm gonna push back on that statement a little bit. 1, because I think you're a phenomenal DM.
Yes.
And 2, there's a certain level of, I don't care if you've played this campaign before, you have not played this campaign DM'd by Justine.
Exactly.
So I appreciate you all. Let's go to the next question.
I expect that chances are most of us and the viewers will all send you messages after saying that it really wasn't as bad as you feel it is.
Or, thanks for calling me out, bitch.
I also want to add that I had no fears of Norbit dying until Theo raised him back up, and then I was like, oh, he can't get hit again. He'd have been better just risking his death saves.
Yeah,
but Theo didn't know that, right?
But to be fair, Fox, I would have done the exact same thing. Yeah. I didn't even think about that until you just mentioned it. I was like, Theo, no, that would have been bad.
Theo wouldn't have known that there's a strength drain. Yeah.
Until that happened, I wasn't even considering Mario being out, and then when he brought back, I was like, nope, that's it.
And exactly the same happened in Dragonlance last week, where Peter was killing Nick's character, and I knew Nick wanted his character to die, but my character was still going to heal him because it's what he has to do. He's a cleric. But thankfully, Peter took that opportunity away by killing him all in about half a second.
Yeah.
Nick had wanted
All
Nick had
them
wanted to die
crits.
from like session 2.
Well, and
Budget.
it's funny because this past week too, in one of the other campaigns, I was trying to have my character die. They freaking kick the fight through a portal, and I'm like, what do I do now?
Icewind Dale.
Oh, so I take it she's really gone then, because I was really wondering what the hell happened there. She just
She is
peaced out.
gone for now.
Yeah.
For now.
And so on to the next question.
Sorry.
Subscribers
No, it's
get
okay.
inside information on Frostmaiden too.
Yeah, dude.
Can I just add about the Dragonlance? I had a player bet me I couldn't hit him for $50, and 2 turns
Yes.
later, I hit him with a
Naturally.
crit.
Also,
Oh,
I just got
does that mean he have to pay you 100 now?
No, but he did pay me the 50.
And then made the same offer again, the crazy person.
Double or nothing.
What
I
do we
just
have? Like
got,
24 AC, I think.
I just got tipped on Twitch by someone amazing, and it just says wine fund, so you're all are fucked now. Amazing.
The
Thank you, who
final
did that.
question, the final question on Twitch was from D&D Play 20. Will the characters do more asides?
Absolutely, they'll be more organized. I want to take a little bit of a break because I felt the shopping session was a little overwhelming and kind of slow. So I wanted something action-packed for today, but those will 100% come back, especially because there's a lot of travel that happens in Barovia.
I really enjoyed doing the side, so
Yes,
If
I
I
have
can-
taken a lot of feedback from my players, and we will be breaking them down, so they will not be all the people every episode. It will be, hey, you and you're gonna have an aside up next, so think about where your character's at and what they're thinking and feeling.
Cool.
But yes, we will be having those. Go ahead, Theo.
I was gonna say I feel like asides would be great times for like short or long rests.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of where they're gonna be put in. Just
Or
like
like
if you
if-
listen to the Dungeon Boys, not to be a shameless self-plug, that's my podcast. There are a lot of asides there that I really am proud of, and they're all usually during short or long rests.
Oh gosh, where one might go to listen to
Anywhere
the
that
Dungeon
you
Boys?
listen to podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the RSS feed, Samsung Podcast.
Oh.
there is a link in chat right now.
Oh no, I didn't mean to do that serious. Our Patreon's closed. I'm sorry, Norbit. Okay, let's go.
That was the last
That-
question.
That was it.
Yeah. Thanks everybody. I appreciate you all so much. I will be sending input for feedback, and everyone watching, thank you. The fact that you're supporting us and being here and listening to our silly selves and our personalities, you're the real MVP. You're a true friend and you support creators, and you should honestly treat yourself with some french fries or a glass of water or wine. So with that, check out our
Oh wait, I have one
Discord.
more question.
Me
Is
too.
everyone gonna sleep with Shashina? We gotta
You'll find
know.
out. You'll find out. You're on
He's
mute, dude.
muted.
That's even more tense.
You didn't pay your stuff, so you can't ask that question. But yeah, I was just gonna say, don't be like us. Self-hate is not okay. So yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
thank you for letting us level up to level 5 tonight. I really appreciate it, Justine.
Absolutely not. I pulled back. Get out of here. All right, go to Discord. Cut the Twitch, Peter. Cut the Twitch. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye now.